Hey, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? Dave here, coming to you from Mexico City, and today I'm gonna give you 5 tips to quit your job and take control of your life. Cause listen, you only got one shot at this thing. And if you spend it doing some shit that you don't enjoy doing, then you're wasting your time, and even worse, you're wasting your potential. Here's the thing though, the life of your dreams is a lot closer than you think. For example, I quit my last real job as a door-to-door guy 4 years ago. Within 6 months, I was traveling the world, making money online, and I haven't looked back since. And you can do the same, and I'm gonna show you how to do it in this video. But before I give you tip number 1, I gotta catch a flight over to Puerto Vallarta. I'm heading there to the beach with my boys this weekend, so let's get it started. I'm over here with my buddy Danny Freeze. He's the man.
What up, guys?
I've been traveling around with this dude for the past 4 years. We've been in Vietnam, Colombia, Spain.
Everywhere. Where have we not been? All over the world.
We've done it all, bro. And this time, we're going to Puerto Vallarta. You excited, bro?
I'm stoked, man. I can't wait to hit the beach, get some sunshine, work on that tan.
It's time to get to that warm weather. Time to get to that beach. Let's go.
Let's hit the beach.
My father told me when I was young, don't play with fire, be careful, son. But we were flames and fell in love. We burned the cities down, down. Before you learned to listen, you won't be lonely if you fall in love. Over and over again and again.
Yo, so we are here in the hotel in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Check out the view. We actually get a pretty good view. Oh man, we get the beach. As they say in Mexico, La Playa. And we get the pool. And that pool over there too. On to point number 1, and that is to shift your focus. Now, most people focus on things they don't want, like their girlfriend that they can't really stand, their lack of savings, friends who kind of bring them down. But here's the problem, man. What you focus on expands. So here's the key. Instead of focusing on things that you don't want, start focusing on things that you do want, and specifically how you can improve your current circumstances so that they can start to align more with the kind of life that you do want. You know, for example, back when I was working a 9-to-5 job, or what really was like a 10 to 9 job as a door-to-door guy, I used to drive an hour to work and an hour back, and that whole time I'd be kind of aggravated that I was, working this shitty job and getting paid really shitty, and everything just kind of sucked. But during those car rides, I always made a point to really visualize what I wanted in the future. And that was a lifestyle of travel, more money, great friends, amazing women. Flash forward 4 or 5 years later, and I'm doing exactly what I used to visualize in those long and difficult car rides. The key here is this. Had I focused on the things that I didn't want, I'd probably still had that same exact kind of lifestyle as I did back then. But instead I focused on what I did want. I visualized a future, and now I'm living that future. So how can you do this? Well, here's an action step for you. You can change the way you view problems. Instead of giving up and feeling hopeless, like, oh, this job sucks, but I can't really do anything about it, or oh, I wish I had better friends, ask yourself this. What's the first step I can take towards a solution? Just by asking yourself that simple question, solutions will start to pop up into your head, and it's gonna be a lot more powerful than just kind of being down on yourself. All right, so that's point number 1. I ain't gonna lie though, it's getting pretty dark over here, so I'm gonna talk to you guys in the morning for point number 2. Alright guys, I'm over here on the beach. It is an amazing day out today. Alright, but it's on to point number 2, and that is to learn a marketable skill. Alright, so a marketable skill is pretty much any skill that's in demand and people are willing to pay you for. So for example, copywriting, consulting, development. For me, I chose copywriting when I was getting started because I was always naturally inclined as a writer and I knew the learning curve would be small. So for you, consider what you do well and where that aligns with what people would be willing to pay you for. Maybe you don't have the full-fledged skill yet, but you can always start learning. All it takes is a quick Google search. You know, self-education is a must if you really want to quit your job, travel the world, and be able to do whatever you want to do. All right, anyway, that's point number 2. I'm gonna head back to the hotel for point number 3. I'll talk to you guys in a second. All right, I'm back around the hotel with Danny for point number 3, and that is to cut down your expenses. Now listen, man, we all pay for shit that we don't need, but if you can cut down your expenses by just 25%, then you can give yourself 25% more financial runway, and that's basically the length of time your savings are gonna last you after you quit your job. And I'm gonna hand it off to Danny because he's a great example of this.
Yo man, that 25%, that's exactly right. That's your lifeblood. That's the money you need to get your new venture off the ground, to make it work while you're struggling to get by. You know man, when I first started, I was dead broke. I was broke. I had no money. I had to move into my office. I was sleeping in the conference room trying to get by. You know what? It wasn't too glamorous at the time. I wasn't bragging to my friends about it. But when I look back, it was all part of the fun part of being an entrepreneur, cutting things out of my life and focusing on what's important. And it all paid off in the end, man.
Exactly, and you don't have to go as extreme as leaving your lease and going to sleep at your office, but it just shows you just how many areas there are to cut down your expenses, save money, and really make that money that you do have last long enough to get your entrepreneurial dreams started.
And now we're over here on the beach in Puerto, Vallarta, Mexico, and all is good, man.
Danny's got a very inspirational story. You know, it's been fun traveling around the world with him for the past, I don't know, 4 years. And by the way, guys, if you want more great tips from Danny on entrepreneurship and investing, make sure to check out his channel. It's called Coin Crunch. It's all about investing in cryptocurrency, and you can check it out in the description below. I'll link to it.
Yeah.
All right, that being said, it's getting pretty hot here in Mexico, and the pool is calling our name. What you think, man?
Yo, man, let's go take a dip.
We're going to take a dip real quick. All right, guys, I'm here on the beach with my buddy Chris now, and time for point number 4, and that is to surround yourself with motivated action takers. Now listen, man, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It sounds cliche, but it's very true. So let me ask you this. Do the people you hang out with motivate you to take action and improve your life, or are they negative and do they bring you down? Because if it's the latter, then you're gonna make some changes. For me, I moved out to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, because I knew that would give me an opportunity to surround myself with a lot of online entrepreneurs who are absolutely crushing it, and it was gonna help me take my game to the next level, and it did. And for my buddy Chris over here, Chris D-Dow, he's the man. He pretty much did something very similar. He moved out to Medellin to really surround himself with a lot of online entrepreneurs and talented people. Chris, what do you think? What was your experience with that, bro?
I mean, that's actually how I met Dave. I was taking literally his advice without even knowing the man beforehand. I was working a good job at Disney, loved it, but at the same time, I thought I needed more, and I was fortunate enough to take a risk and move out to meet up with other people who were trying to do big things, and now we're chilling on a beach in Mexico.
So look at that. He went from working at Disney to having his own fairy tale ending. Life is crazy. But on some real shit though, if you're wondering how to surround yourself with these kind of people, the one thing you can do is join forums and internet communities with people who have similar passions to you and who are kind of in the places where you want to be in the future, and start connecting with them and adding value any way that you can. You can also go to meetup groups and use some of the tips from my channel to be social and meet other cool people and really start leveling up your game. All right, that being said, I'm starting to get a little burned out here. What about you, Chris?
I'm Lebanese, so I'm a little okay, but it's okay.
All right, bro. Anyway, we getting burned out here. At least I am. So we're gonna head back inside for point number 5. All right, guys. So number 5 is to take the leap. Now listen, man, if you're not achieving your own version of freedom right now, then something big needs to change. You need to take a big step out of your comfort zone. Whatever that leap means for you, set out a timeline for it. And when that time comes, get ready to take the leap and get ready to jump towards the life that you've always imagined. All right, guys, I actually gotta head out of this paradise and head back to Mexico City. So let's do the wrap up over there. All right, guys, I am back in Mexico City. That was a great trip. Anyway, if you follow the 5 tips in this video, you're gonna be well on your way to quitting your job and taking control of your life. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a crazy road and one that not many people are willing to take. But being on the other side of that road, I can tell you how fun and rewarding it really is. And if I can do it, then you certainly can too. By the way, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and click get notifications, because I put out a new video like this every Tuesday and every Friday. Anyway, I'm about to head back out of here. You know what it is. I got some more Mexican adventures to go on, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.